Hey guys, welcome back to Only Stupid Answers, or welcome, no, to. Hey guys, welcome to Only Stupid Answers. Oh my goodness, this is a new video on the channel. This is actually a brand new series coming to the YouTube channel. Yes, you're getting movie reviews. I'm very excited for them. Don't worry, they're gonna be spoiler free. You can still check out the podcast every Monday, 5 a.m. PST, your favorite time, to get our full spoiler-filled discussion. But to kick off this new series, let's talk about the biggest movie of 2018 so far, Black Panther. So Black Panther, the 78th installment of the MCU, directed by Ryan Coogler, written by Ryan Coogler as well, with a couple other people, starring Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Danai Gurira, and Lupita Nyong'o. Let's read a quick synopsis. After the events of Captain America Civil War, King T'Challa returns home to the reclusive, technologically advanced African nation of Wakanda to serve as his country's new leader. However, T'Challa soon finds that he is challenged for the throne from factions within his own country, rolling with it. When two foes conspire to destroy Wakanda, the hero known as Black Panther must team up with CIA agent Everett K. Ross and members of the Dora Milaje, Wakanda's special forces, to prevent Wakanda from being dragged into a world war. Alright guys, this is not going to be a spoiler review, I promise. Cross my heart, DJ's also here recording to make sure that I don't say anything and slip up, because that happens far too often. Now, I don't want to take away from the podcast Only Stupid Answers. Go check it out if you haven't already. That's where we get into the nitty gritty, all the spoilers, everything you love. So we've decided to narrow it down to the 3 things that we think this movie did really well, and one thing it could possibly improve on. We're not gonna nitpick, we just think, hey, maybe, well, I guess it is a nitpick. And you're starting with number 1, Wakanda itself. And that's not just this little hidden nation off in Africa. Just everything about this is so flushed out. And it's, I think beautiful isn't the right word. It's lovely. It's powerful. After walking out of this theater, you're gonna wish that you could travel there, and you can't. I'm sorry, I'm sad about it, DJ's sad about it. That's why he couldn't be on camera right now. He's a little too upset. I've recently found out that I have a love of architecture, and what the team behind this movie, everyone at Marvel, what they've done with this film is something very special. And I think, you know, they always release those art books after movies come out. They're like, look at the art of this film. And you're like, you know what? If I was a real film nerd, I would buy that, but I'm not gonna drop the 40 bucks. But I'd drop up to 60 bucks to get one of these art books. It's very beautiful. I'm trying so hard not to say any spoilers because it's beautiful. Also, make sure you check out the Black Panther album that Kendrick Lamar dropped. There are so many talented artists on it, and when you get to hear those songs in this movie, it makes it just that much more special. But moving on to my number 2 on the list, the women of Wakanda. I think we found all of our favorite new characters of the MCU. I know it was Iron Man, then you really liked Spider-Man when he popped up in Civil War, and you liked T'Challa, but now we've got Shuri, we've got Nakia, we've got Okoye, and Ramonda. These women are the cornerstones of this film. Not only are they protecting T'Challa and everywhere that they go and every mess that he gets into, he can handle himself. He's a Black Panther, but he's nowhere without these women. These women have some of the best action scenes in this film, and specifically Danya, her character, Okoye, she gets probably my favorite part of this entire movie. You'll know what I'm talking about, and I can't wait to talk about it in the main podcast. But these actresses, these women, deserve a lot of recognition, and I can't wait to see people cosplaying these characters at future conventions, because they worked really hard on fleshing out these characters, and I can't wait to see them in also Avengers Infinity War and Black Panther 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get a saga out of this. I think it could work. And finally, the villains of this film, because we mainly focus on 2 different characters. We've got Ulysses Claw, we'll just call him Claw, played by Andy Serkis, and he seems to be having more fun than anyone. Not that this movie is not fun. It's fun in its own way, in many different ways actually, but he clearly was asked to just be as gross and as just evil as possible, and it's clear that he's maybe holding back laughs. It's just a treat seeing him on screen having so much fun. And also, there's no way we can't talk about this movie without talking about Michael B. Jordan, his character, Eric Killmonger. He's the main antagonist of this film, and there are so many layers. In Marvel movies, they try to flesh out their villains to make them compelling, but sometimes that kind of falls by the wayside as they're trying to establish the origin and the side characters and the layer that they hang out in. You know, there's a lot to juggle, and sometimes the villains are kind of one note. Eric's character is so complex that I just want to sit down with Ryan Coogler and Joe Robert Cole, the writers of this film, and Michael B. Jordan, just to kind of pick their brains on what kind of decision-making went into creating his character. I need to see this movie again ASAP, because this movie, I left it feeling a lot of joy, and I had a great time watching this, but also it brought up a lot of compelling ideas that other MCU movies don't. And there's at times where I don't even feel like this is a Marvel movie, and sometimes I just want to focus on the parts of these that aren't in other Marvel films. I don't want to say anything else, but I think one character deserves a shout out. Winston Duke, he plays M'Baku. He might be my favorite character from this film. There's a lot of A-list actors actually acting their heart out in this film, but Winston Duke, I can't wait to see him in more things. He's a very talented actor, and I think you're gonna really enjoy him. But all that aside, just to nitpick a little bit, because we said we were gonna say one negative, I think at times, the CG doesn't quite work for me. There's a couple wide shots near the end of the film of scenery that don't look very good, and sometimes you can fully tell that T'Challa has a CGI costume and it looks like his head's kind of floating in it. But all that aside, it's an amazing film. I cannot recommend it enough. Hopefully you guys have already seen it and you just want to know what we think about it. But you know, we do love giving ratings on the podcast, so if I were to rate it, it's a 70s film in the MCU, I'd give it I'm a more optimistic guy, I'd give it like a 71, 72 out of 78. Give me your ratings in the comments down below. But guys, that's it from us. Let us know what your thoughts are on Black Panther in the comments down below. Make sure you tune in on Monday at 5 a.m. PST or whenever on Monday to listen to our full thought on Black Panther and all the spoilers and the theories and whatnot for Avengers Infinity War. You guys love that kind of stuff. And also, make sure you go check out our new merch site. There's a link somewhere, probably in the description down below. You can go get this shirt. You can go get official Only Stupid Answers merch. We got mugs, pillows, wall tapestries. I'm not really sure what that is, but it was an option to make, and I went a little bit crazy. But for all that and more, like our social media and whatnot, you can go to onlystupidanswers.com. It may have been updated recently. DJ put a lot of work into it, and I think you guys are gonna really enjoy it. Make sure you like, comment, share, so we can actually know if you want us to be doing this series. And we'll see you guys next time. All right, it's cut. All right, quick spoilers. The sand tech, that's the coolest thing in the world. It makes no sense, but I want it, and I want it right now. Also, I think all of the tech hiding inside the necklace is awesome. How does the kinetic energy thing work? Because that's not how energy works, but it's so cool to see that. Sneakers, I don't know how you cancel out sound like that, but I want a pair of them. Ooh, when they found the waterfall, both times.